Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of HorrorHands, and for this video I'm going to be talking about the remake of Pet Sematary. So I'll just start by saying what I thought of the original Pet Sematary. I like this movie, I thought it was good. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember it being a pretty well made film, very creepy in places, so yeah, I got no problem with the original movie. And I enjoyed this movie as well. I thought this was adequately creepy enough, adequately well made, and I really enjoyed the kind of the tone that this film set. So it's very similar to, well, in some places it's very similar to the original film and the book itself, but then they do change it up a little bit in a couple of places, which I thought was good. So if you don't know, it's the story of this family. In this movie, they've got a 9-year-old daughter and a toddler son, and they move to this house in the country, which has a busy main road next to it, where these trucks drive by really fast. And they have a pet cat who is unfortunately killed on the road. It gets run over by a truck, and the family's neighbour in this movie, played by John Lithgow, is like this old man, and he kind of introduces the dad to this pet cemetery where when something is buried there, it comes back to life. So the guy, in order to kind of not upset his daughter, he buries the cat in the pet cemetery and it comes back to life. But not quite the same as it was before. It has a mean streak, which seems to be the thing when something's buried in the pet cemetery, it comes back not the same. Hence the tagline of the original of "Dead is sometimes better," something like that, which I thought was a really cool tagline. So this goes on, and then it's no big giveaway. If you've read the book or watched the original, you'll know that one of the kids unfortunately gets killed on the road in the same way as the cat. And the husband, who sort of loses his mind with grief, he buries his child in the pet cemetery, who comes back, and as with the cat, is not quite the same and has a bit of a mean streak. So real dark subject matter, this one. I think even Stephen King said this is one of the darkest books that he's ever written. And I thought in particular this movie was really good at creating that sort of real kind of creepy and unsettling atmosphere. It's kind of creepy enough in just the plot itself. I mean, a child getting run over on the road is horrific enough, but then turning on the supernatural element and bringing them back from the grave is real sort of creepy stuff. And I thought it was done rather well in this film. I really like John Lithgow as the old man neighbour guy, because the original guy was really good as well, but John Lithgow is really good as the neighbour, and I quite like that you know where the story's going, but you kind of it has a dark inevitability about it, and I like that. So yeah, I enjoy this pretty much all the way through. Like I say, this does change the story up a little bit later on in the film, and I'm not going to talk about how it changes, because I think it's nice to kind of see that for yourself when you watch the film. But there are a couple of drastic changes to the story which I thought were quite refreshing, particularly because this is a remake of a novel, so you kind of know how it plays out. But yeah, they did change a few things to kind of keep you guessing. Also, I thought the cat in this was really creepy. I know that's a bit of a random thing to say, but the cat, when it's brought back to life, really gives a good performance as this kind of sort of feral turned animal that's not quite the same. So that was really good as well. But overall, an enjoyable film. Nothing incredible, but I thought rather well made, and in particular sets up a really creepy, dark mood for the film. So yeah, one that I did enjoy. But let me know what you thought of this film. Let me know if you enjoyed it, which you prefer, this one or the original. I'd probably go for this one over the original. I don't know. I need to rewatch the original, but I certainly really did enjoy this one. So let me know what your thoughts are. One thing about this movie that wasn't as good as the original is Zelda, the sort of the sister that lives under the stairs. So if you've seen the original, you'll know, because everyone mentions how creepy Zelda is. That is done much more scarier in the original than this one. But yeah, she is in this one. She's still kind of creepy, but not on the level as in the original one. And also, as well, just remembered the character of Pascal. Wasn't quite sure how he fitted into this movie. He is in this remake version, but he really didn't have much of any kind of contribution to the plot or anything like that. I don't actually remember how much he contributes to the original or even the book, but you could have done this movie without him. He had no bearing on the film for me, so kind of felt like a little bit of a shoehorned character, but didn't take away my enjoyment of the film overall. So yeah, that's my quick thoughts on the Pet Sematary remake. They also keep in that Pet Sematary song that's in the original, which I actually forgot about, but is a really cool song. So it was nice to hear that again. But let me know if you've seen this one. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.